It's Tuesday and I'm back. I hope you are. I guess you are if you're seeing this. Thanksgiving is come and gone. It was nice. Hunting season is a big thing here in the United States. That's why Monday there wasn't any school. But school is back in session now, so I'm resuming my course. Between now and Christmas, before I get into the grammar, between now and Christmas, what I hope to be able to do, and should be able to do, is finish grammar. That is morphology, not syntax. I think I'm going to save syntax, which is more fun, until after Christmas. I should be able to go through the Greeks. That is what I'm going to do with the ancient Greeks. And touch upon the Christmas story. I like to do that right before Christmas. And there's one other thing I want to do. I'm going to try to save about a week to do it, but I think I'm going to keep it as a bit of a surprise for you. It's a fun thing to do, so you'll have to wait, I guess, for that. Still, one other thing before I get into adjectives. In the last video, I was describing how you had to build a foundation before you could build a building. And what we're doing is building a foundation to be able to deal with language. Well, I remembered, I don't know how it was I happened to remember, but because I haven't taught grammar for 15 years, maybe 20 years, except for last year. And I remember that one year we built a grammar gazebo. We called it the grammar gazebo. It was a building. Kids could actually crawl in it. The floor looked like that chart that I showed you earlier, and I'll show you again, had 8 sides. And then each wall was like there was an adjective wall, and on the adjective wall it had this kind of stuff. And so we actually built a building. And I remember at the time I thought about actually building the real thing outside somewhere. We built it out of cardboard. I used it a few years, eventually burned it with a little bit of ceremony. But I'm thinking again, maybe I should build the grammar gazebo. That was a fun idea. All right, well, anyway, on we go. Adj, you should read, this is the 9th section. This would be page 9 point something. I have no idea. It depends on your notes. Notes which you should be taking if you're taking this course. But if not, as I told you, humanitynotes.com, you could find a set of notes. Anyway, adj should be read. All the average student of foreign language ever needs to know about adjectives. A bold claim, but that's what I'm going to try to show you. Tavco-adj, there are various kinds of adjectives, yes, and you need to know, part of the bare necessities was an adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. I could say nouns too, but anyway, an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives are not going to be that hard. We may be finished in 2 days, maybe 3. GB form, grouped by form. All right, well, if you look at the various kinds of adjectives and you just think about form, what do they look like? Has nothing to do with what they mean. Well, there are simple, I didn't box these because I don't think I really need to anymore. There are simple adjectives. White, this is white chalk that I'm using. White chalk. White is a simple adjective. It's just a word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The kids one time thought about that, partly out of orneriness. And I said, well, I guess that's a simple adjective. Even though it's one of the biggest words in the English language. There's even a song about it, of Mary Poppins, I think. Anyway, it's built up of so many prefixes and suffixes and stuff, but I still think it would be called a simple adjective. I don't know. That's sort of a tribute to the orneriness of my former students. American. This is an American flag, or I am using American English. American modifies the noun English language. I could be using British English. Well, those would be simple. And I like to put that in there because it's capitalized. It's proper. It's not a lowercase. Just like there's proper nouns. You're going to see, I guess tomorrow, that there are proper adjectives. Well, there are compound ones. Sidewalk. A sidewalk is a thing, but if you use sidewalk to describe something, some class came up with this. What kind of cement did you use? Sidewalk cement. Sidewalk danger. Sidewalk rules. You could use, and there, this would be compound because 2 words have been jammed together. In-ground. In-ground. What kind of swimming pool do you have? Well, we've got an in-ground pool. That modifies the pool. What kind of pool? What kind of? Remember, the test for an adjective, does it ask or answer one of these 5 questions? This is bare necessities. What kind of, how many, how much, whose, or which one? What kind of pool? Phrasal adjectives. Well, a phrasal adjective is going to be one that's built up out of more than one word. Yellowstone National Park is a famous place in the United States. Well, if you've got a map, and what kind of a map is it? This is going to call for an adjective. This is a Yellowstone National Park map. Well, there we've got 3 words together acting as one adjective, so there is an adjective made up out of 3 words. This is Frank Antonson's course. It takes both of those words, and this is possessive, but it answers the question whose. Whose course is this? Frank Antonson's course. It answers the question whose. Passes the test. I love this one. There was a country western song. I don't even remember how it goes, but I don't even know if it was a big hit. But the words went, hey, won't you sing me one more somebody done somebody wrong songs, or sing me another somebody done somebody wrong song. Well, somebody done somebody wrong is what kind of a song it is. And by the rules of punctuation, rules that I am probably not going to teach in this course, I may next year's, I may add it on, but when you have a group of words functioning together as a single adjective, you hyphenate them together in English. So all of this answers what kind of about song. Somebody done somebody wrong song. All right, well that gets adjectives started, and now come back please for the other video, because now I'm going to start Greek, discussion of the enormous amount that the Greeks have left us. So come back.